Ireland Games Awards 2021. Thank you for joining us tonight in this celebration of everything that the Northern Ireland games industry has achieved over the last 2 years. I'm your host, Stuart Neill, and joining me tonight is...
My name's Kirsty Mawhinney. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us. We'd really like to see how you're celebrating this evening, so if you'd like to share on social media, we'd love it if you'd use the hashtag #NIGameAwards. And up first, we'd like to send you over to Johnny Cullen in Derry, Londonderry, who is going to give us a recap about the last year and also present the award for Best Art Direction.
Thank you so much. Hello everyone from Derry, Londonderry. Tonight, for the first time ever, we come to you from two locations within Northern Ireland's two biggest cities, Belfast and Derry respectively. Since we last hosted an NI Game Awards 2 years ago, a lot has happened to our burgeoning and growing game sector here in NI. Incredibly exciting things too. But just as things started gaining traction, on top of the after effects of Brexit, there came that thing that is physically keeping us from being in the same room with one another right now. The elephant that currently resides in our hypothetical and virtual room, pandemic. COVID-19 has affected how we work in the sector as we found ourselves forced to do everything from the comfort of our home and deal with the challenges that moving from being physically at an office with other people to working from home and doing everything virtually bring. It's also affected how we socialise and come together as well. For example, there was no EGX shows in London, no Game Developers Conference in San Francisco, no Gamescom in Cologne, Germany, and although last year's event was just before everything escalated, this year there was no run for the border in County Dundalk that sees both Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland come together as one All-Ireland game dev community. But that's not to say that we've had some standout moments too in Northern Ireland since just before the pandemic hit. Metallic Pig's Paleo Pines became the biggest funded project from Northern Ireland thanks to funding from Screen NI and publisher The Irregular Corp. The successes of White Pot Studios' Ho Ho Home Invasion and Inertial Drift from Level 91, and of course the impending launches of Jennifer Wild from Outsider Games and Hypixel's Hightail. And of course, the arrival of the first significant AAA presence in the Northern Irish games industry with the acquisition last April by Valorant and League of Legends company Riot Games of Hypixel. In fact, we're coming to you tonight in Derry from Hypixel's HQ in the heart of the city itself. The Northern Ireland games industry has faced its challenges over the past 2 years since the last NI Game Awards, thanks to Brexit and the pandemic. Tonight, though, we hope to show you through the incredible works that have been made or are being made, as well as the incredible talent behind them, a game sector that will continue to not only grow, but significantly thrive as well. So, let's get into our first award of the evening. Art is an incredibly massive aspect of a game. Easily as integral as any other aspect, it adds a uniqueness to it and provides an identity that only they can be known for. But these 5 games show character and personality that make them stand out from the rest. Here are your nominees for Best Art Direction.
Fairly unsuspected, so much so that I chose not to prepare anything, which I now feel very stupid about. Big thanks to everyone at the NI Game Awards. Really, that came out of nowhere. Our art department consists, like of 2 people, mostly myself doing a whole lot of the work. So it's nice to see the effort, getting a little bit of eyes on the game as well. I'd like to thank Stephen, the director of the game, Rodney and James, our developers, and just anyone else who supplied any artwork or any ideas to the game. Real fun game to work on, and I'm glad you guys like the look of it so much to give us an award. That's really genuinely quite surprising. Thanks very much.
Congratulations, guys.
Yep, well done.
Up next, we're going to have a very short ad break, and then immediately after that, we'll be joined by Kitty Crawford, who will be announcing the Rising Star Award.
Hello and welcome to the How Not to Make a Game podcast, an interview show with guests from the games industry talking about the trials and tribulations of making games. Joining me on this episode it's Kiva Roddy, Gary Kings, Marina Diaz, Jake Hollins, Jean Leggett, Manuela Malasanya, Charlene Lebrun, Mark Gregory, Alan Thorne, Sean Lebode.
Hi, I'm Kitty Crawford and I'm announcing tonight's Rising Star Awards. Before I get to that, I'd just like to comment on the fact that as somebody who was very involved in the Northern Irish games community previously, I have been nothing short but inspired by how well the team tonight have brought everything together. And it gives me a lot of peace and confidence that the industry and the community in Northern Ireland is in extremely safe hands. On to tonight's award, Rising Star. Any community and any industry is only as good as the sum of its parts, and the Rising Star is a key component in highlighting the upcoming talent that will help shape the future of that community and industry. The nominees tonight are some of the best and brightest that Northern Ireland has to offer, who all have a passion and drive that is an inspiration to the rest of us and something that we should all aspire to. So, without further ado, tonight's nominees are And the winner is Lisa Cooney. Congratulations, Lisa.
Thank you, Kitty. And due to the high level of competition this year, the judging panel has decided to give out a Rising Star Judges' Choice Award as well. And we would like to announce the winners for that today. The winners are Niamh Merkin from Metallic Pig and Amber Barnett from NI Screen. Congratulations. We're also going to go back to Johnny Cullen in Derry, and he's going to give the award for the most anticipated game.
So, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Presenting is not my full-time job. I know, shocking, right? Rather, running a website is. Specifically, last January, I launched Play Diaries, a website that focuses on telling interesting and unique stories about games and the people behind them. One such outlet that allows to tell such personal stories from people involved in the industry is actually from a project that I started several years ago in the ye old pre-pandemic days of 2014 that is now part of the Play Diaries banner. The podcast, My Favorite Game, has seen many people from the games industry over the years come on to talk of their favorite game ever and the stories tied around talking of it as their favorite game and how they got into the industry and why they love games so much. For the past few years, it has laid dormant beside the odd end-of-year special and a series of episodes released last year known as The Lost Tapes. What you may not know, however, is those episodes marked a previous attempt in 2017 and 2018 to create a fifth season of the show. But finally, 5 years after the last full season of the show, season 5 of My Favorite Game is finally coming with a new lineup of guests, a new set of games to discuss, including an episode on a series that has been itching to get its own episode since the show's inception, and some interesting conversations as part of them. Season 5 will begin on March 10th, that's this Wednesday by the time you see this, with a 2-hour season premiere that will feature a guest that I personally have wanted on for a long time and a game that is in my own top 3 favorite games of all time. With that, I am legitimately excited to share with you for the first time the guest lineup and trailer for season 5 of My Favorite Game.
You kind of wanted to test romance with every single character, just because like you were like, what happened? What will happen here? And then you do it, and then the other person gets mad at you. You're like, damn it! I just wanted to see what it would be like. Like, I don't want to lose that other person too.
This speaks to the game being very spiritual. You could maybe call it religious, but I think it can be read that way by people. But I think it's definitely spiritual. It's about the journey of life, and at least that's what it meant to me.
Even through all that, there's always like a little, I don't know, a little piano or a little fiddle that's going doodle 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 really quietly in the background. It's like a little chiming away, and it always makes it feel like there's a little bit of humour in the background.
I worked there for 8 years, but you know, in all the 8 years, it felt so surreal. It's like I was in a dream. I'm like sitting beside all these legends, and I seriously don't know what I was doing there. You know, it's like, why am I here?
It has like songs that just are specifically attached to those moments, and it makes you feel all the feels again. And I think that's why it connects with people so much and has created such a huge following for the soundtrack, which is sometimes quite rare for games. Just that, I think soundtracks add a lot to games that people don't realize.
I've never really been massively into first-person shooters, but when we started working with Guerrilla, I then took it on myself to go, okay, well, let's try this stuff out. Let's see if I can see what I find interesting about them. And I actually started to really enjoy them and look at them from like almost dissected them and look at them from like a different angle.
That's why it's my favourite game. It's just a constant place for like chill, and I can just put some music on and relax. There's no difficulty curve. I could sort of expect sort of weird, crazy, random things to happen that are completely out of my control, and I just have to react to them.
The first game I had on my own was my friend lent me her copy of Pokemon Sapphire, and I managed to cajole my parents into buying it, and that was it. That was, you know, it's the typical, you know, playing under the covers late into the night, It's about 10, I think.
The game was so brave about having this big kaleidoscope of weird aliens. Scary aliens, too. Scary aliens. That your first playthrough, or your first couple of playthroughs, if you get a little further each time, there was a real sense of like awe and wonder, right? Like when you see an alien that you've never seen before appear on the map, it would scare you, right? Because you don't know what it's going to do.
People think that I like it 100%. That's not true. Definitely not. In a sense that like you can like something. Something can mean a lot, mean something to you, but you can also still criticize it, right? You can still see it for what it is.
I find that I connected with the story and with the characters in the same way I did when I was younger. It captured that same feeling, which somehow felt nostalgic even though I'd never played it before. That made me realise that I hadn't lost it. There was just no media that I'd played or touched that had been able to replicate it.
My favorite game.
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 My favorite game is
My Favorite Game Season 5 starts this Wednesday with Ragnar Turnquist of Dustborn developer Red Thread Games talking of Journey as his favourite game. You'll find that on Play Diaries and all good podcast services from this coming Wednesday evening. And for more details on Season 5, visit playdiaries.com. Anyway, moving on to our next award this evening, here are your nominees for Most Anticipated Game.
I'm sure we can all agree that those games look absolutely fantastic and we can't wait until their release. However, this year there can only be one winner of the Most Anticipated Game Award, and the winner is Hytale from Hypixel Studios. And I believe Sean McCafferty on the phone on the call to accept the award.
Oh my god.
Hey, congratulations, Sean.
That's amazing. Thanks guys. I've been doing this for an awfully long time, look at the face, in Northern Ireland, and what does my heart good is to look around and look at the quality of those that we're standing beside that category. In fact, throughout the entire kind of ecosystem that has now developed in Northern Ireland, I can say that I'm just proud to be part of it, never mind anything else. So onwards and upwards, folks, on behalf of myself and the Hytale Studios team, and a big massive thanks to Gabe Devaney and everybody who put their oar in there as well, and of course to our stalwart community for staying behind us, believing and keeping the fires going. Thank you so much.
No, very well deserved. Thank you. So well done. Up next, we have the Community Choice Award. This is being presented by Tina Lauro Pollock, who will also give an introduction to the Games NI community within Northern Ireland.
Hi there! If you don't know me already, I'm Tina, and I'm one of the directors of Brain and Nerd, and I'm also the chair of Games NI. So, 2020. You don't need me to tell you just how crazy it has been recently. I mean, I know from even our own team that we're all feeling the pressure of being isolated, not in our studios, and we're just feeling a little bit unconnected. And you know, hopefully everything is on an upturn now, and it won't be long until we can see each other in person again. I can't wait. I miss you all. I'm sure you all miss each other as well, and I just can't wait until we're back in the same room. But I'm so glad that we have things like these awards still keeping us going, and that we have so many big successes to talk about when we do next see each other. It's been a crazy year. The game industry here has never been bigger, never been better, and it is phenomenal what you guys have all managed to pull off since 2020. So we've had things like new courses coming up for game students. We've had things like the Hypixel now with the platform scheme and every other bit of support that they offer. And so many of our studios have had amazing financial successes recently as well. There's actually too many to name, but you know who you all are. You're all rock stars, and I'm so proud of you all. It's been amazing. This leads me into what this award is all about. So this is the Community Choice Award, and it's for the type of people who really super glue together our community. It's for the people who drive the conversations that we've been having together despite everything that's going on. And they're the people who have motivated a lot of the successes that I've been talking about. So it's an award for the people that the community feel has achieved outstanding success in their own work and have also had a huge impact on our local industry. So without further ado, I'll get to the shortlist. The shortlisted nominees are James Brown, Amber Barnett, Stuart Neill, Caolan McKendry, Johnny Cullen, and Lisa Cooney. And the winner is Caolan McKendry! Well done, Caolan. You super deserve this. You have been literally the glue that holds us all together online, keeping us all talking and motivated, and we all owe you so much. Well done.
Thank you very much, Tina, for announcing the Community Choice Award, and congratulations to Caolan, who's sitting right over there. I'm very excited to share with you that we have a performance by the Irish video game Orchestra. Based out of Belfast, the IVGO performs live music and combines it with video and also an energizing light show. And they provided a very special medley for us this evening, and we're really excited to share that with you. But before we do that, actually, after we do that, we will have a very short ad break, and then we will be talking to Robert Martin, the music director from IVGO. So thank you very much to IVGO for providing this medley for us. You okay? Nice.
Look at the brain on you.
Yeah. Ah!
Where is it?
Look at that. We have that planet there and that planet there and I swear if I get murdered here, I'm gonna be so upset. Okay. It's so weird. If I die right oh god, it wasn't me. I think Kiki's dead. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The goat's okay. The goat's okay. The goat's okay. Oh! Sir, are you okay? Jesse said we all have to push the button at once.
Welcome back, and that was obviously a very stunning performance of a lot of game music, and as well as the video that was put together to go along with it. Thank you very much to the Irish Video Game Orchestra for presenting that for us and for putting it together especially for tonight. We are hoping to get Robert Martin on the line. We are just having a little bit of a technical issue. We are still to come. We have the two big awards of the evening, which are the Best Game and the Best Studio. We hope to bring those to you soon, and well, at the minute, what do you think? How's the evening going, Kirsty?
It's been really good. It's been really nice to see the Irish Video Game Orchestra performing. It's something that's really nice just to see coming from our wee country and our wee community that we've had through the game dev and all of the gamers that are in Northern Ireland as well. So it's just been really nice to get to hear that put together, and the amount of just love that goes into that project is really, really great. We will be hopefully getting to speak to the music director very soon. Maybe soon.
Hi, Robert. Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Hello. Hi, Robert.
Hi.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Obviously, we've just had the performance, what have you, and it was amazing. So it was. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Irish Video Game Orchestra? I know you've been around for about 6 years now, but what was the catalyst behind it?
Yeah, so we've been here since 2015, and we first formed to perform at our local anime and gaming convention, QCon, at Queen's University Belfast. And ever since then, it's just been a crazy adventure. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and busier and busier.
With respect to the performance tonight, then, how did you go about selecting the pieces of music?
We actually partnered with local composer and arranger Richard Campbell. And so he arranged the pieces that we did tonight and then sent them over to us to record and perform for this performance. So honestly, it was out of our hands, but we were happy to do it.
Yeah, thank you very much for doing it. It was a wonderful performance. Obviously, lockdown is still having an effect on everybody throughout the world and what have you. But once we kind of get back to a little bit more normality and live performances and things start, are you looking forward to get back to actually being in front of an audience again?
Absolutely. I think the audience is what drives our performance so much. And we strive to break down that fourth wall that kind of sits between the stage and the audience. And so once we have that energy back in the room with us, it's going to be absolutely incredible.
As well as then live performances, what's next for the Irish Video Game Orchestra?
We have a lot of things going on. We're looking at possibly touring soon again once things open up. Go around the rest of the island, as well as heading over to the rest of the United Kingdom. There were talks of a music festival at one point, so lots of things in the plans, lots of things in the works that we want to really bring to our local community.
Very good. Thank you very much, Robert, for joining us. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you and the orchestra perform for us.
Yeah,
and
thank
to get
you
you
very
on talking
much.
as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
So up next, we're going to have a super short break, and then we will be joined by... Oh, wait, we're not joined by anyone. What am I talking about? We'll have a super short break next, and then we will be bringing you the two highly anticipated awards, the Best Game and Best Studio. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us tonight, and thank you again to Robert from the Irish Video Game Orchestra.
We'd just like to apologise for anybody who's having any difficulties watching the videos and things that we're showing. We're having a little bit of network issues at the minute, and we are trying to sort of figure out something to try and help the stream a little bit. Up next, though, what we have is the Best Game Award. Now, obviously, 2019 and 2020 has been quite the decade for the games industry, especially even within Northern Ireland itself. So the Best Game and the Best Studio Awards really have shown the calibre of the work and the achievements done by the companies and the developers within the Northern Ireland games industry this year. And so we have a reel coming up for the Best Game, and we will bring that to you now.
Inertial Drift from Level 91 Entertainment. Congratulations. We have Michael O'Kane to accept the award on behalf of the team. Hi, Michael. How are you feeling?
Thanks, guys. Yeah, it was it's amazing. It was a really long road building Inertial Drift, and honestly, it's great to have it out there. Yeah, I'd love to thank just everyone who helped us get it across the line. So, you know, our publisher P-Cube, obviously, Tom, who does all the art for the game, my sister who did the character art for it, but yeah, also the Boom Clap who helped us with the audio. You know, like they started like kind of in my project, but it ended up being a team effort to really get it over the line in the end. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. It's great to see other people enjoying it. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well done.
And well done to everybody who was nominated for that award. Thank you so much. Up next, we do have the Best Studio nominees. So without further ado, let's go to the final award of the night, Best Studio.
Remember what I said about inspiration?
I think what that?
the winner of the best studio in Northern Ireland, Brain and Nerd. Hi, Tina.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
How are you feeling, Tina?
A studio's only as good as its team and the people who support it, so I'm feeling amazing. Yeah, big props to our whole team, everyone who's done work experience and things for this, NI Screen, everyone who supports us and gets us here, Creative Europe, UK Games Fund, everyone along the whole journey.
Yeah, it's well deserved, so it is. Congratulations. So, to wrap up the show, thank you very much for joining us tonight, and congratulations to all the nominees and the winners in each of the categories. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you here tonight, and it has been an absolute pleasure to see the work and the quality of the work that is being done within the games industry within Northern Ireland at the minute. So thank you very much for having us. I'll just pass you over to Kirsty.
Yeah, and I just want to say a super special thank you to Farset Labs and Hypixel for providing the venues, to Northern Ireland Screen, to the Irish Video Game Orchestra for that medley, and to all the judges, guests, hosts, and the crew. I really appreciate all of it, and I appreciate all of you for coming and spending time with us and enjoying the awards ceremony. We will be back next year, and we hope to see you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Goodbye.